Come on, baby, climb. Climb like you've never climbed before. Woohoo! There we go. Yeah, it just looks really pretty up here. Pardon me while I take in the view. So the only thing I gotta worry about is Daniels Field closing in and fogging in back that way, but it's not a massive concern because I can always park this thing at Lebanon or something and then fly out tomorrow. My engine did a little sputter just now, kind of went brr, brr, like that. I don't know what that was. Probably the only thing I think of is it's picking up a little bit of ice and then it's ingesting it. That's the only thing I can think of why it does that. Lebanon traffic, ultralight is 2 miles west at 1,300. I have the other aircraft on left 45 in sight. You go first. I'll be number 2, Lebanon.
Okay, thanks very much. Silver RV 706 Charlie left downwind 134. Full stop.
Lebanon traffic, Cessna 16058 and 5 miles to the north, descending through 3000, landing Lebanon.
Lebanon traffic, ultralight is turning left downwind at midfield, runway 34, Lebanon. Corvallis, low IFR, Malon Suite IFR, McNary's VFR, so Lebanon's probably fine. 36 degrees out, which is a little cool. No wind, taking out from runway 34. Gotta give a good warm up, especially when it's cold out. Because even when the engine temperatures show that they're, rising towards operating, the whole engine just simply takes a while to warm up. That's just the reality of it. When you turn your oven on, the interior temperature might get up to temperature really fast, but the whole shell of the oven takes a while to fully heat up. Not that you'd want it to, but on the engine you do. Kind of a bad comparison, but it works. Alright, we got 110 and 113 and 255 and 298 on the CHTs. Let's go ahead and increase our RPM to about 3,500, 3,600. That's good enough. And coming up on about 4 minutes of warm-up time. My plane is slowly moving. Stop. There it goes. I don't want to pull too hard on this brake because I've had those things snap before. I fixed them with beefier ones, the cables, but just for general purposes, I don't ever want to yank on the brake really hard because I'd really be irritated if another one broke. It probably won't, but I think this thing's good enough. It's warmed up for over 4 minutes. The temperatures aren't going up any higher, so let's go ahead and do a mag check real quick. Pull the power all the way back. Make sure it doesn't stop on me. Both mags are good. Daniels traffic, Hurricane taking off runway 34, departing straight out Daniels. Ceiling looks pretty low, about 1,000 feet or so.
Here we go.
I'm not going full power on takeoff. I'm only at 4,800 RPM. This engine goes up to 5,500, no problem. That's its maximum RPM, but just go up to 4,800. It's plenty for this airplane. It's got plenty of power. So up in the air already, I can already tell the ceilings are fairly low. Let me go ahead and walk over this way. Pull the power back. Put a little bit of back trim in. Who are these people? A couple of cars parked there. What's up? Huh. Alright, so my MGL instrument is working again, which makes me happy. I've got two of these. I got two MGL instruments, and the first one that I bought, the display crapped out after only 20 hours. I was like, oh man. So I sent that one back to MGL, and I bought this one immediately because I didn't want to stop flying. So when this one got here, I installed it and I flew with it while I was waiting for the other one to get repaired. So it worked great. But then when I got the other one, the first one back, I was like, well, I better test it. So I swapped them again so that I had the original one in here again. I've been flying with it for, for quite some time, and then it crapped out again. So I'm back to the second one that I purchased, which hasn't had any problems. And so hoping that I don't have any problems with it in the next couple hundred hours before it pays for itself. I figure if it lasts 300 hours, that's like $1 an hour, that's aircraft wear and tear, $1 an hour for an aircraft instrument to work right isn't too much, I guess. Especially the most vital one, which happens to be the engine temperatures. We got a little bit of blue sky up ahead. I bet you I could poke up right through that shit. I bet you I can right over here. But I probably won't. I don't think I'm going to get up above the clouds. Maybe I will just for a second. Let's climb up here for a second. Let's go this way. Come on, baby, climb. Climb like you've never climbed before. Woohoo! There we go. On top of one layer. Gonna pull the power back just a little bit. We're golden now. Let's go this way a little bit. Cool. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to get up here on top of these, but no problem now. Of course, the main thing we're going to be watching for is holes. We want to see holes constantly while we're flying, because we never want to fly over an area where it's closed up. That is asking for some serious trouble. So, look around over here. I don't see any traffic behind us. Let's do a quick tail check here. Wow, that looks cool. It's a sunny day up above the clouds. Let's go this way, check the other side. Just checking for traffic right now. Nothing over there. Fuck it. I guess we'll stay up here around 15 or so. Wow, that looks pretty. Damn, that looks nice. Up on a sea of clouds, floating on a sea of clouds up here. Again, we're going to stay away from that thicker area. And it just looks really pretty up here. Pardon me while I take in the view. Alright. Looks nice. So right now I'm going to switch to 1228. I don't know if anybody's going to be flying, but we'll see. Engine temperatures, 1081, 1088, 338, 352. They're looking good. It's running nice and cool. Even though it's winter, and it's the temperature, outside temperature is about 36 degrees Fahrenheit. It is running a little lean, but it's staying cool because it's so cold out. So we're at about 1,800. We'll probably stay right around between here and 2,000. Yeehaw, man. You can see three sisters over there. 1, 2, 3. Then Mount Jefferson is right there. And then I believe that's Mount Hood in the distance. I'm going to pull the RPM back a little bit. Then forward and see if it does anything. In case there's any ice in it. Definitely carb icing conditions right now. And I don't have any kind of carb heat. I would like to have carb heat, but I don't. I think I'm going to look into it, because I think all you have to do is run a resistor up to your carbs and then attach it there, and then just that resistance just warms the carburetor enough to prevent carb ice. So I'm probably going to look into that. I do a lot of flying in the winter, so... And I think yesterday I was having an issue where I was having some carb ice. Because my engine was kind of going, it was running fine, and then all of a sudden it went like that, and I was like, oh man, I started looking for a place to land, and I gave it a little throttle and it cleared it up after it sputtered a couple times. The whole incident only lasted about 3 seconds, but of course it feels like about 10 seconds when something like that happens. Time slows down. You're like, uh-oh, what's going on here? Today is New Year's Eve. So today is the last day of 2017. It's December 31st. So I'm trying to get one more flight in before the end of the year. Alicia is back at home. She got kind of mad at me because I came out here with her to the airport because I needed to work on my plane for an hour, and she came along. And then when I got all done, she thought I was going to go home with her. And I said, hey, these clouds kind of lifted. I think I'm going to fly. And she's like, damn it. I could have left an hour ago. And I was like, yeah, I know. But honey, I love my airplane. I love you, but I love my airplane more. No, I'm just kidding. Don't tell her I said that. So it looks like we got nothing but broken clouds all the way to Lebanon. This is kind of cool. Keeping the ground inside all the time. That's part of flying FAR 103, ultralight rules. You can't be like over a solid cloud deck or you can't see the ground. You can't do that for obvious reasons. Little snaky river down there. It's not really a river, it's more like an irrigation canal. Or a creek. Maybe it's a creek, I don't know. Brownsville's over that way, mostly underneath the clouds. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up in Lebanon. My plan was to head out that way, but I might not because Corvallis is still showing low IFR. So I probably won't go over that direction. We still got Lebanon dialed in, so that's good. Looking for traffic. Do. Oh, look, a crop circle. Well, actually, the whole entire crop is a circle, so that doesn't count. Fun. So the only thing I got to worry about is Daniels Field closing in and fogging in back that way, but it's not a massive concern because I can always park this thing at Lebanon or something and then fly out tomorrow. Engine temperatures, 1070, 1080, 320, 316. They look beautiful. Those are low. Those are some low freaking temperatures. Normally they're about 50 degrees higher. I felt a little sputter in my engine right now. It just kind of went like that. Let me pull the throttle back a little bit and then go forward again. Just to kind of clear if there's any ice buildup, that kind of clears it. Wow, what a fun day to fly. It's kind of cool out. I've got 3 layers of thermals on, top and bottom. I got my gloves, I got a ski jacket, plus I got a fleece coat underneath my ski jacket. So I've got like at least 5 or 6 layers of clothing on my upper body, and then I've got 3 thermal bottoms plus my jeans. And it's cool. It definitely wouldn't be a good day to go flying somewhere for 2 hours because it would start getting cool. I guarantee you that. Someone's up there with a vehicle. I'm gonna go see who this is over here, just for fun. We're keeping an eye on those clouds right there. So if I have an engine out situation, I basically got to go that way towards the clouds. little bit of turbulence up here. Woohoo! A little bit of turbulence through these clouds right here. It's all good though. The guy he was probably taking a video of me. He's probably like, oh my god, I'm gonna get my camera out. This guy's coming right at me. Washburn Heights, usually about 1 out of every 8 passes that I do, there's usually somebody up there. They just drive up there. We used to drive up there, just look out over Brownsville. It's kind of fun, you know. Especially when they do stuff like fireworks and stuff. It's kind of cool. Or we had on gas. About half a tank. There's a bird way down there flying over the trees. He's like, "Bird, it's cold and I'm looking for mice. I gotta find me a mice to eat." Bunch of cows down there. Lots of fields out here to put down if I have an engine problem. So we got out of most of the clouds. We left most of the clouds behind us. Hopefully that shit doesn't drop down and lock me out, but I don't know, it might. If it does, I'll just hang her here. Lebanon's like completely clear. Okay, my engine's starting to do that hiccup thing. So go up to 5,000 RPM, warm it up a little bit. There's an aircraft up there. Looks like a big one. Looks like an airliner. Not hearing anybody on the Albany Lebanon channel, so probably means there's not a whole lot of people flying today. It's New Year's Eve. They're with their family, and today is definitely a carb icing situation. Not only that, but anybody that flies today, they kind of got to stay local. They can't really like go over that way or head down that way unless they're IFR rated. My engine did a little sputter just now, kind of went like that. I don't know what that was. Probably the only thing I think of is it's picking up a little bit of ice and then it's ingesting it. That's the only thing I can think of why it does that. Of course, I'm kind of hyper alert right now for any kind of changes. I think I'm going to fuel up at Lebanon and then take off again and just kind of head north, maybe up to Albany a little bit and see how close to that layer I can get, and then I'll turn back. Lebanon traffic, ultralight 3 miles west, 1,500 inbound for left 45 approach, runway 34 Lebanon. Lebanon traffic, ultralight 3 miles west, 1,500 inbound, left 45 approach, runway 34 Lebanon.
Lebanon area traffic, Silver V746 Charlie up 5 to the northwest, 200 left 45, runway 34, full stop, number 2, Lebanon, looking for traffic.
There he is. What's he doing? Lebanon traffic, ultralight is 2 miles west at 1,300. I have the other aircraft on left 45 in sight. You go first. I'll be number 2, Lebanon.
Okay, thanks very much. Silver V746 Charlie left downwind, runway 34, full stop, Lebanon.
Lebanon traffic, Cessna 16058 is 5 miles to the north, descending through 3,000, landing in Lebanon.
Lebanon traffic, ultralight is turning left downwind at midfield, runway 34, Lebanon.
Lebanon area traffic, Silver V746 Charlie left base, runway 34, full stop, Lebanon. Area traffic, Silver V746 Charlie, final runway 34, full stop, Lebanon.
Lebanon traffic, Cessna 16058 is on a left Entry, left 45 entry to the left downwind, runway 34, Lebanon.
Lebanon traffic, ultralight, turning left face, 34, Lebanon. Lebanon traffic, ultralight is final, 34, full stop, Lebanon.
Lebanon traffic, Cessna 16058 is on the left downwind, 34, Lebanon.
Air traffic, Silver Ruby 746 Charlie, fog, 34, Lebanon.
Lebanon traffic, Cessna 16058, turning left base 34, Lebanon.
Lebanon traffic, ultralight, clear, 34, Lebanon.
Lebanon traffic, Cessna 16058, turning final 34, Lebanon.